Gentlemen, if you're getting up 2, 3, or even 4 times every night to urinate, struggling to get your stream started, or standing over the toilet wondering why your bladder still doesn't feel completely empty, I want you to pay attention. Tonight, before you go to bed, I want you to spend just 5 minutes doing something differently. I'm Dr. Leah, and today I'm going to walk you through a simple 5-minute bedtime routine designed to support better bladder habits and help you relax the muscles around your pelvic area before sleep. Now, let me make something clear. This isn't a miracle technique that magically shrinks an enlarged prostate overnight. If you have benign prostatic hyperplasia, prostatitis, or another urinary condition, proper medical evaluation still matters. But your evening habits can influence what happens after you climb into bed. Drinking large amounts of fluid late at night, consuming caffeine or alcohol too close to bedtime, rushing when you urinate, and carrying unnecessary tension through your pelvic muscles can all make nighttime urinary problems more frustrating. And here's the good news. This routine doesn't require expensive equipment or complicated exercises. Now let's talk about pelvic floor awareness, because this is where many men get confused. You may have heard that Kegel exercises are the answer to every urinary problem, but that's not always the case. Your pelvic floor needs both strength and the ability to relax properly. For the next minute, sit or lie comfortably and focus on what those muscles are doing. Imagine the muscles you would use to prevent passing gas. Gently tighten them for about 2 to 3 seconds, then completely release them for several seconds. The release is just as important as the squeeze. Repeat this only a few times. Don't turn it into an aggressive workout, and don't repeatedly practice by stopping your urine stream while you're actually urinating. If your pelvic floor muscles remain constantly tight, adding more and more contractions may not help. Some men with pelvic pain, difficulty starting urination, or other urinary symptoms may actually need professional assessment before beginning a strengthening program. Remember, we're not trying to physically push urine through the prostate. We're teaching you to become more aware of unnecessary tension. Once you've finished, take another slow breath and allow your abdomen, buttocks, and pelvic floor to relax completely. Now we've used roughly 3 minutes of our routine. The final 2 minutes are especially important because what you do at the toilet and what you've been drinking during the evening can determine how many times your bladder interrupts your sleep tonight. Now we come to the 4th minute, and this is about emptying your bladder properly before you get into bed. One common mistake is rushing through that final bathroom visit because you're tired and ready to sleep. When you urinate, give yourself time. Stand or sit comfortably, relax your abdomen, and don't force or strain the urine out. Let your bladder empty naturally. When the stream stops, wait several seconds before deciding you're finished. Some men may find that relaxing briefly, and then trying once more helps them feel more completely emptied. But don't repeatedly push or strain. Now think about what you've been drinking during the evening. If nighttime urination is constantly disturbing your sleep, avoid drinking large amounts of fluid right before bed. Instead, stay adequately hydrated earlier in the day and consider reducing fluids during the last couple of hours before bedtime, unless your healthcare provider has given you different instructions. Also, pay attention to caffeine and alcohol. Both can worsen nighttime urinary symptoms in some men, especially when consumed late in the evening. That brings us to the final minute. Before getting into bed, take several more slow breaths and allow your pelvic floor to completely relax. And remember, this routine isn't supposed to cure an enlarged prostate. It's about removing some of the habits that may be making your nights more difficult. But there's something else you need to know. When nighttime urination and a weak stream are signs that you should stop relying on home routines and see your doctor. Now let's put the entire 5-minute bedtime routine together. Spend the first minute breathing slowly and releasing tension from your abdomen and pelvic area. Use the second minute for gentle movement to loosen your hips. During the 3rd minute, practice pelvic floor awareness, focusing just as much on relaxation as contraction. During the 4th minute, visit the bathroom and allow your bladder to empty naturally without pushing or straining. Then spend your final minute breathing slowly and preparing your body for sleep. Simple, right? But gentlemen, I'm Dr. Leah, and there's something important I don't want you to overlook. If you're waking repeatedly every night to urinate, have a consistently weak stream, struggle to begin urinating, or constantly feel that your bladder isn't empty, don't simply assume it's normal because you're getting older. And seek medical attention if you develop blood in your urine, significant pain, fever with urinary symptoms, or an inability to urinate. An enlarged prostate is one possible reason for urinary symptoms, but it's not the only explanation. That's why persistent or worsening problems deserve proper medical evaluation. This 5-minute routine isn't about promising to shrink your prostate. It's about creating better bedtime habits, reducing unnecessary pelvic tension, and supporting more comfortable bladder habits. Try it consistently and pay attention to how your body responds. If you found this helpful, like the video, subscribe, and share it with another man over 50. And tell me in the comments, how many times do you normally wake up at night to use the bathroom?